All right, what's good, everyone? Welcome back to the 1214 podcast. It's your host, John, back in the building. I got a special guest with me, my boy Nick, in the building. Say what's up.
What's good, everybody?
And today we mostly just going off a little freestyle on whatever we talk about. I didn't really have anything planned for today. It's just one of those talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about type shit, man. So I'm going to just start this bitch off by saying that I really low-key can't see shit because I had a little eye appointment earlier, but kudos to that. Your boy gonna start wearing them glasses again, man. I ain't wore glasses since like elementary school.
Thick behind glasses with a strap in the back, man.
Yeah. Betty White. What's the fuck? What's that? It was like a show, like one of them old ass show, ass thick ass glasses.
You talking about Betty White and them?
Yeah, I think.
I know you're talking about. It's something Golden Girls or something like that.
I think so.
I got in the 80s.
See,
that was the style back in the 80s with them
thick,
big old thick ass glasses and all that.
Something like that. But there's a couple topics that I definitely want to touch on, man. I kind of wanted to get off the, I guess, women topic because I know we stay talking about that. But if you want to touch on that last part, because I've been making mad podcast. Listen, if there's any man that's gonna talk about some bullshit.
I talk about you can come if y'all need some advice. I'm not saying I know everything, but you know, me being
most of the stuff is just what was like. It's not
most
factual
stuff. Most
stuff.
of the
Some
things,
of it's factual.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff or majority of the stuff is just us getting older and wiser and really figuring out how women nature is, the nature of women really is, and just how life really is. I'm 29 now. I pretty much damn near figured out everything. How everything goes in life and how people are, and especially how women nature is. And I spend most of my time talking about women like this because I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women like to bash men and play victim and make it seem like it's always a man's fault. And a lot of times, like sometimes it is, but a lot of times it's really not. It's two sides to the story. So I'm gonna get into that in a second, but that's why I be talking about it so much because it's always, like I said, the women that are like that playing victim and blaming the man for everything. The problem with that is a lot of women cannot hold themselves accountable.
Yeah, so I feel like that's
they blame the man problem for everything. So that's gonna be the main topic of discussion for this podcast. So
yeah, but okay. So elaborate on like accountability and what you feel like women need to start doing to make that change, like to
women. I mean,
because you think, well, like I said, we're gonna clarify. Not all women do this.
Yeah, not all. Definitely not all.
There's a very good percentage of ones that we come across that love to not take accountability for all that cap.
The main thing with the accountability part, like you said, it is little things like the Pookie and Ray Rays, for example. I'm gonna get to that. The Pookie, like I said, ain't nothing wrong. Hey, if you're a Pookie and Ray Ray, ain't nothing wrong. I'm not down in that, but it's not so much to say. The hypocrisy in when it comes to women is through the roof.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these women out here are claiming they want to find a good man, like what Kevin Sanders be saying. Want to find a good man. Want to find a man that has his shit together. But then, what do they have to offer and bring to the table?
Try to keep the mic close here.
My fault. And what do they have to bring to the table? Hardly anything. A lot of times these women have, which I'm not down to single mothers at all. Don't get me wrong. I respect the single mothers that actually.
Yeah, shout out to the single mothers, man.
Yeah. I'm not the type of dude that some dude be. No, I ain't like that. But I'm just being realistic. The single mothers out here that do their thing. You feel me? But the single mothers out here, I'm talking about the particular ones that, niggas ain't shit. They had 3 or 4 kids and they'll say, I don't want a nigga with kids, but they got kids. That don't make no sense. But then, they want a good dude, but then they get the bottom of the barrel dudes. Dudes that got out of prison, got a long criminal record sheet, ain't got a car, don't have a stable job, you know what I'm saying? Just ain't really no good. Cause you got no good dudes out here, you got no good females out here. So, but they did with that. But then they heartbroken. Sometimes you get beaten and all that stuff, or did you taking advantage of, cheat on? Then guess what? They make a huge rant on social media saying, "Oh, all niggas ain't shit, this and that. Oh, I need to find me a real nigga. Where the real niggas at? I'm tired of these no good shit dudes." You know, you see it all the time on social media, especially these bitter single mothers. Like I said, it's not all of them, but it's just a lot of them be bitter as hell because I understand that they've been through a lot.
Mostly like they just went through a bad batch.
They went through a bad batch, but the thing I'm gonna cover in a second is, despite them going through a bad batch of dudes, okay, that happens. As mistakes happen, you live and you learn. They still keep going back to those same dudes.
Well, it's kind of like it's like they made I feel like they're so used to it. Yeah. Or something may have happened like early in the child. And
well, I'm gonna tell you this because they're used to it, but also a lot of women fantasizing about having a bad boy. That's what it is. I understand.
It's it's the old tale.
Everybody has their likes and dislikes, but it's like, why would you go to something if you know it's toxic, and then complain about how all men ain't shit? And that's the accountability part I'm talking about. It's like, all right, yeah, there's a lot of dudes out here that ain't shit, but what about y'all? Y'all out here cheating and being sneaky as hell on social media and you saying you're being a loyal girlfriend, but you really at work. I got some story to tell you after what I heard too about these women out here having work boyfriends and stuff like that. So y'all doing stuff behind closed doors too, but then y'all do some of the same stuff, if not worse than a man that's doing this stuff, but then y'all blame us for it, but y'all do the same thing. That's the accountability part that I'm talking about. Or in a relationship, which it goes both ways. A man can flip the script and make it seem like it's a woman's fault, but that happens too. But a lot of times women be doing that to men where they'll flip the script on us, make it seem like it's really all our fault 100% of the time, which some of it is, but they don't talk about this side of the story. She could be the one that main instigated in the relationship. She could be the one that's even put her hands on a dude. You know how some women did. Put her hands on her, but then as soon as you defend yourself back, guess what? She called play victim.
Listen, that's one big problem.
Entitlement is that entitlement. That a lot of women feel.
Listen, ladies, listen. It's 2021. If you hit a dude, do not be surprised if he smack your lace front sideways. If you get your ass swung on to the max, don't be surprised. Don't be saying, because listen, that's one thing. I've seen a lot of this on the news. Guys be doing time for trying to defend this. I'm talking about woman whooping his ass, and he take one swing, and you know that shit gonna hit different. So soon as he hit the girl and her fucking wig or weave going to the side looking sick, then she called the cops, and then all the
and she also say, "Oh, well, I didn't put my hands on him." They'll believe her because society, they don't believe a woman over a man any day. And that's how I got.
That's the tough part. Just like damn, hold on. I was thinking, women love to clean. Like sexual harassment is still a big thing today.
Yeah,
and I feel like no one ever talks about the dudes that get sexually harassed. I guess no one really thinks that. Like, oh, how does a girl sexually harass a dude? Like when you come up to me, like say I'm built, I got abs and everything, and a girl just come touching and feeling and groping and squeezing, doing all that extra shit, but I didn't ask her to do that. Nor did I say it was okay. She just did it because especially in Miami on South Beach, bro, women love that they see a fine man.
I tell you what happened to me.
Yeah.
Man,
hey, bro, you can literally. This is an unfiltered podcast. Talk about whatever.
Yeah.
Like, listen, bro. Whatever's on your mind, speak it.
All right.
Explicit content.
X-rated.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I was saying, like, if I didn't tell you to touch me and everything, let's just flip the roles. Say I see a fine girl, I'm like, damn, I go over there and start grabbing ass, titties, all that shit, man. I'm doing at least 20. I'm probably like 15, 10.
You said 15, 10. Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
going
into a random female.
Oh yeah,
grabbing ass, just grabbing pussy, all that other shit.
Oh yeah. And be looked down as a pervert and
just get claimed and all the other stuff. Because listen, it is a slight difference the way society holds men accountable for stuff. Because think about when say like you always had that one teacher in school that you like, damn, I'll go crazy. you know, to the guys, that's like it ain't nothing. But say if a man says, "Yo, you know what I'm saying, that little girl over there, I'm trying to touch it." It's totally different. Like you can't. You a little weird. Like even though women have gone to jail or are still doing time for having sex with a student,
but everyone looks at it different. It's not blown out of proportion like it is with a man.
Yeah, it's not blown out of proportion with a man.
And that's interesting when you talking about that. It's
shout out to all my teachers.
I'm sure we're not the only one talking about it. I'm sure a lot of people talked about this topic, or even right now in the past, but we look past it because it's like we so used to it, and it's not that we accept it, but at the same time, it's like we just used to it because it's all how the society is when it comes to that. But it just tells you what I was mentioning too. We talked about the other day about how we live in a feminist, live in a feminist society where feminism is trying to control and take over.
Well, I wouldn't say because listen,
men. So
feminism like itself is not like. Hold on, like you know, like the true definition of feminism, like the original. It's just like I guess I think it's like to give women power.
Yeah, it's women power. Yeah, but
like the rights to originally like the rights to vote to do
right.
Things, yeah, that's but I feel like it's taken to a certain extent now.
What it was can't talk right now. Sorry. What feminism is trying to do with the women behind feminism, what they're trying to do is, like you said, it's the empowerment of women, which I don't have an issue.
Yeah, I will uplift rights. All the sisters.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with women having rights at all. They should definitely have the rights that men have. But what's going on is, and you can blame social media, you can blame a lot of these little things like these female rap artists, which again I don't have nothing against them, but some of the songs they put out, like for example that WAP song, everybody knows that song.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I had to bring it up because that's just giving the women that have that feminist mindset to even be more savage and become more the masculine woman. And then what a lot of these feminist women now.
Hold on. Put the mic a little bit.
Yeah, what a lot of these feminist women trying to do is trying to reverse the role and make the man as feminine as possible and then have the woman be as masculine as possible, because that's what everybody knows, that masculinity means power. And women, that's why a lot of women act the way they act towards men, because deep down they have a jealousy towards us, which we can't help that with men. We can't help that we are born natural conquerors and have the high masculinity. But that's why you have so many women that act a certain way and act masculine and try to control the man and take over the manhood pretty much. And a lot of beta males and simps fall for that trap. And listen, I can get on a whole nother topic about that too as well. But just I've seen it all. Even though I'm not even 30 yet, but I've literally seen it all to the point where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna just lay back and chill.
Time for the game.
Lay back, time for the game at 30. It just
man, because I would want to talk to you about that, but I just want to get on this subject while we're on it. What you were saying about how like a lot of women, like I'll use dykes as an example, and it's like I have no problem with. First of all, I have no problem if you're a dyke. You know what I'm saying? I respect you as a human being, regardless of your sex, whatever you choose to, like gays, all of that. I respect you as a human first. Like it doesn't matter to me.
Right.
But I see like a lot of dykes or people that really want to be a man try that part and like be hitting and punching like, oh, what you gonna do? But then when you get hit or when it's time to reap the consequences that men reap, they don't want to take on that type of pressure or something. Like, I thought you wanted to be a man. Like once you got to accept the good and the bad that comes with it, or something like that. I may have a hard time explaining myself about it, but if y'all understand, like I said, if I slap the shit or I punch the shit out of a female that's trying to be a man, don't you identify as a man? Why you acting pussy? Like, why you trying to switch it up, talking about why you trying to pay the victim now?
Well, with when you bring that up, when it comes to, you said a dyke doing that just sound like they're not really what they say they are, or they going through some type of stage in their life. Because like I said, I've done school with a lot of women.
Yeah, I done seen dykes go back to straight.
Yeah, quite a few. I don't say a lot, but quite a few. A couple of them I knew personally that were straight, feminine woman,
Yeah.
and then they didn't necessarily go dyke, but they went more masculine, and then they turned into I guess you say bisexual or lesbian, and then guess what? A few years down the line, got popping out babies back straight. So it's just like a lot of these women be going through these stages in their lives where and it kind of goes back to men. They tired of these niggas. They tired of men. They want to try something different. They want to try.
But I'm trying to figure out what have we. If that's what I'm saying. I want to have more females on this podcast in the future because I want to understand what did a man or men in general do to make you have so much hatred. Like, is it something from your past? Because if it is, then I feel like that's something you need to work on and not bring all that pressure and evilness to future relationships. Because a lot of people hold that shit in.
Well, a lot of that, what you said that's a good, interesting topic you just said right there, because that just goes back to their first, the women obviously a lot more emotional than men. So
yeah.
Their first love or their first relationship, when they fell in love with that person, and that dude could have been a real shitty dude, which broke their heart or whatever, or did them wrong, fucked them over or whatever. But all right, that's in the past, but then they hold that in themselves for pretty much forever, and they have a grudge and a bitterness towards all men. And then, like I was talking about a few minutes ago, how a lot of women like the bad boys. Like I said, if you're attracted to what you're attracted to, but the one thing that I say is to the women that that like those type of men, you can't expect to try to turn around that man. Cause a lot of these women out here, they try to get these hood dudes or these dudes that
bad
shit.
boy. I wouldn't consider a hood nigga. It's like
a lot of women have a thing for hood dudes these days.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not saying nothing against hood dudes at all. But I'm not saying all hood dudes like
your
this. But
cap.
A lot of
get your ass cap niggas tuning in. Like where your ass?
But I'm being real though. Yeah. Not all hood dudes like this at all. But I had to say hood dudes or the Pookie Railway because there's a lot of hood dudes out here that be on that shit. You know what I'm saying? They be on that fuck shit. So
but a lot of hood niggas
so then the women out here they fantasize by that, and what I mean by that is you got hood dudes out here that actually good dudes. What I mean by the hood dudes out here that be on that shit is they putting their girlfriend lives.
Oh, you talking about taking them to drills and all that?
Yeah, they put their girlfriend life in danger. They, getting her caught up in all the mess and get her caught up in some crossfire. Hitting licks, doing doing reckless shit. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. If you from the hood and you just a hood dude, that's cool. I ain't got nothing against that at all. Yeah. But if you doing that reckless shit and you get her involved in that, and you be hearing stories about women be getting killed because of their boyfriend. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
Okay.
And then I should have said that in the beginning, but that's what I'm talking about. A hood dude that be doing reckless stuff, that getting them caught up in the drug game and the robbing. When you robbing and hitting licks on people and run off on the plug, you don't have people after you, and then that's how the dude's family being killed, the girlfriend being killed, the kid being killed. Shit happens all the time.
See, my thing is that's why when I speak to like white girls and stuff, and they'll be like, "Oh, I love black dudes."
Yeah.
Like what type of black dudes? Because like a lot of the times, I guess it's stereotypical when they say they're like black guys. It's the nigga that's all thugged out, really about that hood shit.
They ain't really about that shit.
They not about it.
They just, like, it's a fantasy, man.
You live.
There
is some females in this neighborhood, bro. Not in this neighborhood. In Stony. Oh shit! Hold on. Let me not name drop. Yeah. But in my area, that really be chilling with these dudes. I'm like, listen, do you not know what they do? Like they give you money, like they buy you the Prada bag and all that other stuff. But when it come down to say if they get in a fight.
They be the first one running crying, Daddy.
Not even that. They shit, bro. It's like, oh, that's your girl, and then the hood girls, they gonna whoop your ass just for being associated with this nigga.
I'm telling you, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But then
I done seen it happen too many times.
Oh yeah, and those be the women that be crying victim on social media talking about these dudes ain't shit, and then you ask them, what type of dude you talking to? They'll tell you and I be like, that's why.
But then hold on. Well, but it also I feel like it puts a stereotype or like a thing on us black men, because not all, we got many different black men. You got CEO black men, you know, just
but those. But real quick, those, I mean, cut you off. Those are the men that be considered lame to a lot of these women too.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's some hood niggas, but they bought it if it comes down to it. But most of the time, you know, they just chill. They not aggressive. But if you can, like you said, niggas got sides to them. When it's time to get active, when it's time to get active, they can get active.
Like I said, I should have mentioned earlier, you got different type of hood dudes. You got hood dudes, or the bad boys, I should say, that, like you said, they may have done some shit when they were like kids or teenagers, you know, little petty shit here and there, you know, stealing, robbing, whatever.
Well, I wouldn't even say that. What I mean is just like, they don't play. Like I use my pops. Sometimes my dad ain't no fucking hood. He grew up in country Dawson, Georgia.
Yeah, Dawson, Georgia.
Country
man.
as hell, man. But you know he don't play that shit, man.
Yeah.
Get your head blown smooth off.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So it's just like, you ain't got to be a hood nigga to be necessarily tough, because I feel like that's what they associated with, like, oh, hood dude naturally tough, he gonna protect me. And then you see Brandon over there, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know, they gonna look at Brandon like, oh, he pussy as fuck, like, you know what I'm saying, Brandon ain't gonna do nothing, but Tyrone gonna get me right. Like, come on, man.
That's what I've talked to. Yeah, you right on that. Like I said, it's a almost like a fetish. And then I'm gonna tell you this, because I'll talk to women, man, that
love that BBC.
They do. He ain't smooth off. And they're older than me. I'm 29. They in their 30s and stuff. And they say they done with the hood dudes. And I was like, oh, you done? I said, why you done? Like, I'm just tired of bullshit. I want to find me. One girl said she want to find herself a nerd. I was like, oh, now you, but she got two kids now. Oh, now you want to find yourself a dude that's stable with a, you know, not even stable, but
what is
just
considered a nerd?
A dude that's like, you know, that's not about that life. Because like I said, like you were saying, not all hood dudes are about that life, but a lot of women get with these hood dudes that are about that life, that reckless shit. Like a lot of these dudes out here that are about that reckless shit literally have nothing to lose. They will throw their whole life away at the age of 25 or younger, and over somebody step in their shoes, and they'll pull out a Glock on somebody. You feel me?
See, we was at Patio or something. For anybody that live in Orlando, y'all know what that is, downtown Orlando. And it was like, I guess these frat bros or something like that. They all in Air Force Ones or something like that. I don't know why. I don't know. You ever just seen like a group of frat niggas that just wear the same fit?
Yeah.
Like they all just matching. I'm like, y'all niggas united or some shit. I don't know what it is. But I guess when this hood nigga was like not in they section, but by it, and the dude stepped on the hood nigga's shoe. All that dude was gave his ass a look, and like low-key took about 2 steps forward. That whole section was cleared, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. That's fucking crazy. I don't know. Like I said, like, not all hood niggas be with the shits like that.
Yeah, not all.
But like I said, like you were saying, nerds, bro. What is a nerd to you?
A nerd to me and a nerd to a woman would be a different definition. But to me, a nerd is what you see when we saw in high school, where I guess a lot of nerds are extremely smart. That's facts. Like a lot of them.
Some nerds are just dumb as hell, but I done met some smart nerds. I met dumbass nerds.
But the stereotypical,
stereotype.
I'm talking about the stereotypical nerd is very smart to extremely smart, book smart. You know, a lot of these nerds that I went to school with, they well off right now. They you know, engineer, like, I ain't gonna say no names, but we know somebody that, you know, that you grew up with that, you know, engineer now. Yeah. You know, borderline, you know, nerd, but he cool dude, he good dude. But to somebody, some other female, he'll be a straight up nerd. But to us, he cool. I mean,
he pull
like he has he's not a full blown nerd, but he somewhat, but he just a computer engineer. Like he is smart as shit.
But I'm saying, I done met some dudes that are like, I'm like, bro, this dude just straight nerd, but when it got to some fighting shit, that nigga was clearing people out. Like, I'm talking about, that nigga was really about that shit.
Yeah. But to a lot of women, a nerd is what I just mentioned, but
according to my calculations, type nigga.
But yeah, even more like, see, pretty much a nerd to a lot of women is lame. I'm just being real. But now that, or even it's fucked up, but it's true. Even the brothers out here that got the degree, not in not in the street life, not doing robbing, setting niggas up, not doing none of that street shit. They just I'm just saying they're considered lame to a lot of these women, and it's like, damn, how you don't consider a dude that not trying to throw his life away and actually trying to do right in society, especially how black men are looked upon in this society and world. Even the good black men and brothers out here are looked down as stereotyped as possibly a thug, which really not all black people thug. You know how it is.
Yeah,
but then they consider those dudes like not a nerd, but like not cool either. Like, oh, that's he kind of lame. Like he ain't got that swagger like that. He ain't hood. There's a lot of women out here talk, if you ain't hood, and the dude can be. There's a lot of dudes out here that be swear they hood and they not.
Oh yeah,
they be born and raised in the suburbs and live around all white folks, but then they get around and they, black people and they try to add all hard and shit. Get around.
Well, I want to say, hold on, we got to specify that, because somebody will be like, oh, what you mean get around black people? Because that's just kind of putting us in the cat. You got to mean the niggas who really about that.
That's what I was about to say.
Okay,
yeah. I was just about to say that. You know what I'm talking about. Well,
yeah.
I did say that. I said black people. I was like the people that about their life.
Okay.
But yeah, the people that like you born in the suburbs, but then you get around. It don't even have to be black, to be Spanish, to be white, but majority of the time, be your own people. You get around a certain group of black people that are in a gang or in a clique that do, that do certain shit that get your ass do some time. That's what I'm talking about. The wrong group of people. But then they did that air about them that I'm about this life, this and that, I'm hard, but it's just you weren't really born in that. You just around those people. Mm-hmm. A lot of people that from the hood, really, that actually born and raised in the hood, a lot of them don't have to prove that they hard, because they just don't. They just born in that environment. So they could be chill, laid back hood dude, but if something ready to pop out, they ready to blast. No hesitation.
Yeah, but
hey, I'm just saying.
My thing is, bro, it's like, what's a lot of hood people trying to get out the hood? Like, a lot of people, I guess, from a different side, it looks like something fun. Like when you see the music videos and you see all the girls and all this, how these niggas living. Like, nah, nigga. Like, yeah, it's a community. And I feel like it can be better sometimes, with regardless of all the shooting and all the other shit.
Yeah, but a lot of hood dudes trying to get out, but a lot of them are not trying to get out, or they just don't care to get out because they so comfortable. Like, you comfortable in the environment.
But I'm saying, like, I don't think it's anything to like shooting and stuff. Like the neighborhood we live in, you'll see Billy over there. Like, yeah, man, like this that shit. This is what life is. I'm like, nigga, no, bro. Like, nigga, Billy, Tyrone want to be in your shoes right now, Billy.
Tyrone would do a 25-year bid. This is be in your shoes.
Yep. It's like it's nothing unless the people that are doing positive things in the community and trying to make change and stuff. Because, like I said, there's a lot of things in the hood. Like, I ain't never really been to no crazy hood in Florida, but man, I can tell you, from my mom from Ocilla, Georgia, dog. But granddad live right across from the cemetery, man. You get your ass killed there, you just get dragged on across the street.
Yep. Right there, that cemetery.
Right, that damn cemetery, bro. But that's the hood, bro. Like,
hood, like that's real,
bro. The houses is leaning.
Country too, ain't it? Country is hood.
It ain't country, but it's like hood.
Probably because it's such a small town, so it's real small towns.
Oh yeah,
them little small towns slept on because when it's a small town and it's poor and the population is low, people that did how they live, they have that mentality where they don't give a fuck. They literally don't give a fuck. They do what they gotta do. So they don't even really care about making it out. They just want to make it day by day. That's a mentality that's not good to have, but they don't know any better. Now you got some dudes and women too that want out the hood, and some make it out the hood. But see, when they make it out the hood, then they got to worry about. It's fucked up how it is, but you got to worry about some of the people in the hood trying to come after them for making it out because they're jealous that they make it out. It's all it's a big ass cycle. And then
Oh yeah.
it's my fault, man.
Are you good? I know something. I gotta get a stand or something probably because people.
It's a big cycle. It's a giant cycle that just repeats itself. So it's like, you can't help where you were born at. You can't help you were born, in the suburb, the hood, or in the woods. In a farm. You can't help that. Make the best out of you can, but being born in the hood,
it's not even that.
It's not even bad. It's not the worst thing in the world. But at the same time, it's eventually you want to get out and live a better life unless you're happy with it. Because a lot of people, like what John was saying, even a lot of people that live in the hood want to get out, but they can't, and then they end up throwing their lives away, or they end up getting killed.
Yeah.
But then,
well, if they just go ahead and get into that type
that's what I'm
activity.
saying, which a lot of them unfortunately do. They just
and
get
it's
by
really
it all the time.
It's like they get them at a young ass age, like 12, 11 years old, and they don't really fully know no better like that too, and so they just in it for the rest of their life.
Yeah,
say shit.
And then and that's the switch topic slightly. That's where it goes to a lot of the women that, like they say, ain't nothing wrong with a woman having a certain type of man they like, but if you have this thing for a bad boy or a dude from the hood that's doing like really fucked up foul shit, like I said before, robbing, stealing, hitting licks,
Well, I wouldn't even just say black, because there's like, all ethnicities do that shit too. But I think overall, so much as a bad boy type, I think it's just the excitement of like, because
that's
a boring nice guy is just the type to wake up every morning and say, "You're so beautiful, I love you to death." And then honestly, if I had a girlfriend, I'd probably get tired of ass too. Like if a girl just showed me a different way of living, like she out there living wild and free and not really giving two fucks about what niggas thinking, just having fun, enjoying life, speaking her own mind. Yeah, I probably might want to go to her versus the girl who just, first of all, cleanliness. Was it cleanly? Like cleanly chick. That shit get crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely facts right there. But that's a good point you just mentioned, because like when it comes to the bad boy, it's bad boys every race.
Yeah,
but I mean talking about
the black culture,
because I'm black and all that stuff too. But
speaking on that real quick, what you said about like people viewing us as like stereotypical. I asked one of my friends' mom. She's like, bro, I love this lady. She helped me out a lot in life. It's a white lady, and so I asked her. I guess she was like out shopping or something like that. And you know how like white people love to like they walk past a certain black person, they might clench their purse a little bit tighter. Just hold on to their item a little bit closer and tighter. And so she was like, well, he was looking out of place. And I'm like, what's looking out of place? Like, how do you know what a thug looks like? A thug has been, like, the image of a thug has been implemented by the news and other things. Mm-hmm. A person in a suit that looks like he's a Fortune 500 owner of some business can murder your ass in the alley or some shit. You won't even know. Yep. Like, I feel like I said, a real killer has no face, bro.
That's a good point too.
Because you don't know. Like I could, y'all could see me like, oh yeah, that's John. He the funny nigga. I could be slicing and dicing motherfuckers every night, 12 o'clock.
A lot of people, they know that too. They purposely put on a little front to fool people.
But I think it's just the image we've been placed
portrayed over the years, especially
time,
the news, and a lot of it had to do with hip hop and rap music too. Yeah. So and some people, especially some white people, they not all, but some of them they stereotype on that too. But
hip hop has changed, man. Because like back when it was like, I guess originated, I think a lot of people rapped about what was really going on, and they was basically telling a story about what they see every day.
People rapping about literally nothing.
Like people rap about stuff that they don't even do. A lot of rappers just cap. They talk about selling drugs and fucking girls. Some people don't even fuck girls like that.
What you just said, a lot of rap be capped. A lot of dudes out here be capped too.
Oh yeah,
they put on these fronts that they hard and all that stuff, and they're really not. So then, I'm going back to what a lot of women are attracted to, and what they're attracted to, they did end up getting burned at the end, and then they want to blame all men for what they gone through when it's a type of man that they deep down have a fantasy for. A lot of these dudes that be trying to act hard, they get in a situation, end up getting killed, end up getting robbed, or end up getting themselves situations and getting their girlfriend in a situation where they can't back out. And guess what? You be hearing about it, especially in Chicago and these urban towns and cities in Atlanta and all that, shootouts at the mall and this and that. A lot of those shootouts and a lot of those shootings and stuff like that usually happen for a reason. You just don't randomly start shooting people. Usually it's because over like somebody talked this shit, somebody took somebody's girl, or like somebody stole some drugs. This is something stupid. So, you know, and really to get on the top of it about accountability, get back on that. That's the main thing I'm talking about. Is a lot of women have a hard time holding themselves accountable because they're sure a lot of them blame the man for everything. But then you ask them questions about, so what type of man do you like? And then they'll tell you, because that's the man that they've been playing about the whole time. But then you ask them, they'll tell you about that type of man they like. And then you'll be like, well, that's your main problem. It's the type of men you're doing with. And then they'll be the first one to, oh no, this and that. And they might even cuss you out for speaking facts. And a lot of them get offensive when you speak facts to them. It's kind of like on the Kevin Samuels show. A lot of women get offended because of all the facts that he's speaking. They get offended and want to cuss you out and get in your ass about it. But they still can't admit that you're right. So that's an accountability issue. They can't hold themselves accountable.
Well, that and probably they can't. No, a lot of people just can't handle the truth.
They can't handle the truth.
They've been lied to so many times, and somebody should tell them like what the business really is. What the business really is, they get all mad and emotional. That's what I'm saying. Like, men and women obviously are built different. We're mentally different. A lot of people try to be equal. Like, listen, I wish it was that easy, but it's not. Like, God created us a man and a woman two different ways. When y'all try to intercept that shit and say that we all equal, then in that case, like I said, if I swing on your ass, don't be running victim. Yeah. All right, because listen, you want it all equal. You can't have what you want is equal and not everything. Yeah. It's only like to when it's benefiting you. You can't do that. You got that's
a lot. Unfortunately, that's how a lot of not all, but a lot of women like that. It's very self-centered, because women think off emotions first. Men don't do that, and that's why women are all over the place mentally and emotionally, very wishy-washy, because at the end of the day, a lot of women don't know what the hell they want. They can say all day they want this and that shit can change next week, and then they go back to it the next week, and it's just a big cycle. And it's just like, it's kind of sad because now that we in the social media time, you know, the 20, 30 years that we ain't on social media, we barely even had email.
I'll say not even. Well, I say. Yeah, but 20 years ago. Man. Time to move back.
I'm talking about like 2000 and below, 2001 and below. 90s for sure, 90s and 80s and all that. Because social media makes it a lot easier to have access to everything, including cheating and all that.
And I feel like that's social media is a huge problem. I talked about this in the last podcast. It's a huge problem because it gives a woman always has options. Always have options. Men, we don't have it that much unless you like even the top tier, like young Brad Pitt looking dudes. They don't even have it. They may get some DMs, but they will never have as many floods of messages as a woman does.
That's a lot of it. Simps. A lot of them simps be.
So it's like I feel like we on a constant pressure to be always right or be on top of shit. Because at any second, your girl can be like, well, shit, you gonna start acting right. I can just go to this nigga because I got 99 plus messages in my shit. That dude's like, you know, I got pick of the litter. So who are you? But you got to be that special nigga for her to stay with you. I feel like that. And even then, sometimes
it's guaranteed.
Because I see this girl, one girl that did one of my homies wrong. She's talking about how she made like a little rant video talking about how she want to be a hoe and a wife at the same time. I'm like, that shit don't work. That's how we don't. That's not equal. That's what he call it.
That's a problem. See, I'm glad you said that's that shit I'm talking about.
I feel like us men don't think on that same way. Like if I'm with this girl, I'm with this girl.
If a man would have said that, oh, bro, you know how much shit we would got.
Because niggas is hoes too, but I feel like when they single, if they in a truly committed relationship that they really honest about.
I feel like men sometimes can be a little more loyal than women come to that, because see, women, like I said, a lot of women majority of women think off emotion. So,
and the divorce rate is mostly on women. The divorce rate in relationships and breakups is mostly on women. I literally statistically looked that up on the internet. It's like probably it's a 50-50, but most of it starts with women and their commitments. They can't fully commit to a relationship.
That's one reason why my ass still sent to this day. I don't see no on by choice.
And if y'all don't believe me, Google it. Go on, just search it up.
Yeah, man. It just, and it all starts, bro, back when we were kids. See, I can for sure say this is true, that even our parents and our grandparents, especially our grandparents' days, it was probably some bullshit back then too, but it was a lot different. The old traditional ways. And see, the one thing that gets to me, and I just shake my head and laugh, is the women out here that be capping so hard and they swear, you see these on date sites. That's the one thing I talk about too. Oh man,
you finna get it too.
These date sites, man, it's a trip. But I ain't gonna talk about that right now. But I'm gonna say a little something from it. Women on these date sites saying, where all the good men at, where the real men at. I'm tired of all the bullshit, the lies, the this and that, and then really they talking about themselves.
Yeah,
or you know what it is, and also
a lot of them hypocrites.
Yeah, hypocrites, because see, women. A lot of women feel like just because they're women that they don't do no wrong. That it's that stigma that they were raised usually by their mother. They were taught that. And see, us men, we were taught to be the type to, give the girl flowers, open the car door for her, which used to work back in the day.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's
it rarely works nowadays.
The feminism trying to take
even on exactly, even on these Disney Channel, you can watch the kid watch Disney Channel on fairy tale movies.
Hold on. Think about what I say. Your grandma, aunt, my aunt always says, "Oh, treat the woman like a queen. Do all this other." I'm like, listen.
What do I need to return?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes there's good women out here that do.
No, like listen, if she deserves it, but if a woman's acting like a straight up bitch and feels entitled that she should be treated this way, regardless of what she does to me, how she talks to me,
act like that.
Then get your head blown smooth off. That's what. That's exactly what your ass is.
Right, blown off the stem. Blown off the stem. But yeah, that's what I be saying. I be seeing it all the time. It's like a lot of women feel like they do nothing wrong, so they know they deep down they know they do wrong. Mm-hmm. So what they do is they reverse it and then put it all to man to make themselves look like they're the good person with really
just reverse psychology shit.
It's reverse like that shit. I've had girls try it with me. I call their ass smooth out every time. They don't try it with me. But I'm just saying, you don't have people that will try that bullshit with you. But I'm just saying, like you said, men and women are raised differently. Women are I won't say all, but a lot of women, especially modern day women, are raised to be savages, like literally by their mother.
I ain't by the mother. It's by the celebrities, by the Cardi B's, the Nicki Minaj's.
Like that's why, like it's crazy. And I'm gonna talk about something that I don't know how it's gonna hit with some women, but oh well. A lot of you women hitting the wall early. A lot of y'all hit the wall at 25 to 30, and that's and men be hitting their prime 30 plus, sometime before 30, but usually 30, 35, 40 hit their prime, and women, not saying not all, but a lot of women fall off the cliff. I've seen it early.
Look wise, 20, we're talking about
and mentally wise too. They just drone, mind drone. But they and like I said, ain't nothing wrong with having a child or two, but they having multiple kids, but multiple different baby daddies, and then they let themselves go. They, everybody gains weight to get older. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you know what I'm saying. They gain excessive weight, don't take care of their body, eat wrong foods. But then what I'm gonna get to in a second, they expect to find, like Terry Simmons said, a high value male that's gonna take them in and give them the dream Cinderella life where we just picking up scraps.
But when you talking about a high value man, like what to a woman, like what do you consider a high value man? Like a person to Kevin Samuels, I feel like he's talking about when he says a high value man, person that's making mid 6 figures and up or something like that. Like probably 100K or 200K and up.
Yeah, every woman is gonna have different definitions of a high value man.
Yeah,
a high value man could be to some women a man. Shit. What I'm about to say, a man making $50,000 a year, which is still a little decent salary, in the United States.
But the women, to clarify, the woman we're talking about, we're mostly talking about the bad chicks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The girls that they got that stuck up ass attitude all the time. They're always talking about how you got to be rich, you got to have this. We have to have all of these
like
things.
Somebody we know that's real tall. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say no names. But
yeah, but it's just we got to have all of these things, and then we look at her plate and she ain't got shit. She ain't got the appetizers.
You know why? That's that entitlement. I'm a woman, so you don't have to give. They put their hand out.
Nah, but I'm saying I feel like somebody had to teach them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, hell yeah. Their mother taught that, and
mother society,
their society and their mother taught that. Women are put on game very early, more than men. Like I wasn't put on game until my teens. I started teaching. I was not put on game. I was teaching myself about game, and then now I'm 29. I didn't figure out the whole. I'm still learning a little bit here and there, even though I'm not 30 yet. But I pretty much figured it out like 90%. Like I'm not 100% there, but I'm 90%. I figured out how the game go. So, that's why like you'll see. It's the truth. You'll see a lot of women that went to school with middle school, high school, especially high school. They were bad as hell in high school. Didn't ran through, but fine as hell. And then you see them 10 years later. Now 10, 12 years later,
busted.
Borderline busted. But then you see us, we in the gym, we got our body right, looking right. We and thing with me is, I've always been tall. I'm 6'4", and I'm about 210, 215. So I feel like I'm pretty solid weight. But back in high school, I was a little shorter than I am now, maybe 6'3", but I was about 160, 170 pounds. Yeah, so I was skinny, and I was kind of borderline goofy. I didn't really pull like that. It took me a long time to grow into my body. So people see me now, I look the same, but I don't. I look a lot more mature. I have a lot more weight on me, more size on me. Like I filled out. I matured physically. I matured late, but so I can say that I grew up. People tell me that, I'm like, damn man, you really grew up. Because some people when they graduate high school, they just decline. So, and it's not just me. A lot of dudes I went to school with like that too. We really develop into nice looking young men and successful. Have things going on for ourselves. But then we see some of these women that had a lot going on for themselves in high school, mainly the looks and all that. And now they just hit the wall. They fell off. And they even.
That's not all. We're gonna clarify. That's not all.
Not all.
Some good looking women, they thriving. They going crazy.
But the main thing that I say is the ones that I just mentioned be the main ones talking all that smack about men, the bitter, and a lot of that bitterness is coming from hate in themselves, insecurities. When everybody has insecurity, men and women, but we see it all the time. Obviously, women are a lot more emotional than men. Bro. So women always ranting. You ever see dudes too? But you ever see women on social media that just be complaining every day about something?
Put a meme post or just like a post showing, basically telling the world, hey, I'm insecure, but I'm not physically saying that. So
yeah. You see all the time. It's like I'll be scrolling down, I'll just shake my head, but like probably get like 3-4 likes. Don't need no likes, and I'm like, you insecure as hell. That's so sad. And then you seeking validation. Then you hit them up. There's somebody hit them up, be like, hey, you good? No response. You know why? Because they do it for attention.
This is something I definitely wanted to get into, man. Why the fuck do women use niggas for so much attention, bro? Stop the cat. That's all I'm saying right now, man.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Stop the cat. Cause listen, it's just like saying you got Jimmy that's really into you, thinking the relationship going somewhere, and you just sitting back saying, "Yeah, I'm just." As soon as I'm done talking to this man, I'm just dump him. Just dump to the side. You can't do that. It's fucked up.
But hey, let a dude do it to them. They be crying and see
so fucked up and all the other.
Yep,
like,
talking about
the same shit.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's a hypocrisy. Women feel like they can. Women can do. Men and women both do foul shit. I'll put it that way. It's 50-50. It really is. But the main problem I have these days is, like I said, the accountability part where women, a lot of women be always blaming the man.
But we done went on accountability about 5,000 times already.
Whatever.
So we went on accountability like 5,000 times, dog. But it's crazy how it just always just reverts all the way back.
I had to keep bringing it up because that's the main problem. And then you see Kevin Samuel, he talks about it all the time too. I know I have to repeat myself, but I have to because it's like it's not right for. But when it comes to beauty and sex, women hold that power. They got the most power when it comes to, think about when you see in magazines, bro. Yeah. Like we cannot judge what's beautiful. Like in that case, because women hold that to guys and girls. Yeah. I can't be like, yo, that nigga fine as hell. That's pause. Yeah. Like, that's there. Yeah. Like, so when a female holds the beauty standards, man, they basically they hold that thing to say what's good looking and what's ugly, or some shit like that. And so they do have some power to them. They have women,
and they control the sex.
Women have power. Women have power for sex, but men have power for marriage relationships because men are the one proposing, get on their knees for women. Women are waiting for. That's a woman's dream. Even a woman that ain't shit, that ain't got shit going on, ain't got no job, no car, got 7 kids. Her dream is to have a man pop up in her life and be a simp and take over them kids. Sometimes it happens.
Or some women will be plotting and say, you know what, I think I got a good thing going. I'm going to just throw him this. They use their pussy as a hook to catch a nigga slipping.
That's fucked up. That's smooth on child support.
Yeah, bro.
Residual check for 18
Guys,
years.
This is a message to all my fellas out there, man. Always just listen and watch how a girl move. If you meet a new girl either today or if you're with a girl right now, just sit back sometimes and see how she move and what she say. Because sometimes you'll be so into a woman you don't even know that she really fucking with you, or just basically fucking your head up, and it's a matter of time before you get played and be down and out. But sometimes you gotta sit back and listen. It's
happened to me too, man. It's happened to all of us.
That's why
the way I am now, because like sometimes I'm glad that all that shit happened.
Yeah, because
it's trial and error, man. You just gotta go through some of that fucked up shit to really be the person you are today. And just not even just women, this shit happened to me in life in general. That you gotta go through stuff just to find out the truth behind everything. And now the age I am now, I'm finding out not only how female nature is, but how these people are, and just how niggas would be too, but just how people are, how this world works, how the government works, how everything is working almost against us. Because when we were teenagers, especially kids, we grew up in a good neighborhood. We grew up with both our fathers and mothers. We
grew up in a upper middle class.
That's what I'm saying. So we didn't grow up poor. You know, we didn't grow up to a lot of people. Unfortunately, they grew up poor.
And that's the one thing is I don't like to be a lot of I don't want to say poor people. That sounds poor. That's a poor term. But a lot of less fortunate people, I guess, talk shit about where I grew up and where I stayed. Like, I'm just like, bro, why? Like, I'm not out. Like, I come over to your crib and I can easily have an upper leverage so far as jokes, cause I done been to some nigga crib. I got a Nike shoebox bigger than his whole living room, bro. Mm-hmm. And then, but I don't say nothing. I'm cool.
You carry yourself humble and all that.
Yeah, like, I'm care. But he come over here. What's this big ass house and all this stuff with all these damn. I'm just like, bro, what the?
Anybody that talk like that, you not doing nothing wrong. They try to make it seem like you doing something wrong.
This was a female though. This was a female. She got mad. She just talking all shit I'm like, for
She
what?
she jealous because you know what it is.
Like I know you.
She jealous because she's mad that like I said, if you are not very fortunate, embrace it until you make it out.
Yeah, don't hate.
Yeah.
If use what a person has that you don't,
And better yourself.
As motivation. Say, word, I'm gonna get this and better. Because even though I grew up in a great life, if I have a son or something, I want them to have an even better life.
Yeah.
Even bigger house. Or, well, hold on. I don't really want a crazy mansion, but I want them to live a better life than I did. And I lived a wonderful life. I live in Florida. I've been to the beaches, jet skiing, all that fun shit that people can only dream of in certain states.
Some people live in Nebraska and they never seen up the cornfield.
Yeah, man.
True. I'm serious, man. Never seen a beach in their life. Yeah, I mean, it be like that, bro. Like I said, she hating. She just jealous because she not gonna admit it, but deep down, she wishes that she was able to live like middle class. Well, you're not even rich, but we're well.
Yeah, we not.
Yeah, but to some people like that, we're rich, but we're really. I said you ain't seen nothing. Take your ass out of Ellsworth and out of Windermere.
Yeah, bro.
Late Mary Heathrow.
You go out there. Listen. I just told you where I live. I live upper middle class. I went out to the places he just said, and then I looked at them houses. I'm like, damn,
man, these houses look like
these houses look like homes. Shit. Section 8.
Man, that house like mobile homes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, or take them to the Boca Raton and over there by like. Yeah. There ain't no joke out there, man. Cheapest house be $2 million. Cheapest house be $2 million out there.
Right. There's some nice ass places.
So it's just a lot of hate out here too, man. There's a lot of everything out here, bro. People like that, I just don't even deal with. That means they just insecure, and it's like if you really are not happy with your living situation, do whatever you can in your power to better yourself. You got a lot of people that live in rats and roaches and they make it out, make the six figures. You can do it too, but it's that mindset. Everything is always life is just about a mindset. Everything is mental in life, so you gotta have that mindset. If you really put your mind to it, it may not happen overnight, but if you work toward it and stay consistent, you can get out whatever situation you in. Of course, you gotta have the right resources to know what you're doing, but once you figure that out,
well, sometimes like a lot of people, like I'm saying, like a lot of people in third world countries that come from like drinking dirty ass water, like like you said in the hood and shit. Yeah, it's a bad place, but it ain't the worst.
It's not the worst. It's not.
There's people that can't even afford you. Like you can go to the store and buy a 24 pack of clean ass water.
Yeah,
filtered. A lot of people are drinking water with some shit in it. Just trying to survive, man.
Parasites build up.
Yeah, parasites and stuff. So I'm just like, right now I'm starting to think, because obviously I feel like we do overlook our small blessings or even our small accomplishments. Because even with my YouTube channel, man, like I know I ain't have 1,000 subscribers. I ain't been consistent in doing the work that I should have been doing. But sometimes I just got to look back and like think about where I came from, what I've learned, and all this other stuff.
Yeah, and man.
You got to be appreciative of your small accomplishments. And even if, you have a girl, say she not like say you had a dream girl, right? And you always wanted a dream girl. Say you don't get her, but you have a woman that takes care of you, that treats you right, that does everything, that, it's not no push, not trying to like bully you, do all the other shit that the toxic ass females do. Show mad love and appreciation to her, man, because that might be the one God wanted you to be with. And a lot of people see saying, there's somebody for everybody.
That's true.
To a certain extent, I don't believe that no more.
Even Smiley done find somebody. Somebody.
Oh man, bro, Smiley, man. Shout out to Smiley.
You said to a certain extent, you say you don't feel like that no more.
Nah, because some people just can't, like, you just not marriage relationship material. You just so foul.
Well, I'm not even. I used to want to. I don't even want to get married no more because I feel like it's a waste of time now. Because after I see how these dudes be getting done by some of these women, nope. Because
I have like 10% faith still.
I got about 3 or 4%, dog, and that's slowly going down by the day, dog. I to the point, man, I don't even care about having no relationship with no girl. I mean, I have a thing where, a little fling here and there, that's cool. Now good female company, I'm not saying, that's cool. I can deal with that. But the main thing I want to get on, man, this is really the point of this whole entire podcast, is the amount of cap that he's going to be on, bro. I had to keep it real. It's to the point, man, where it just called me retired at age of 29 from the game, bro. Now I'm partially retired. I'll probably about
And hang it
some
up.
days I'm 100% retired. Some days I'm 25% retired. Some days I'm fully in. It just all depends. But all those aside, bro, the cap gotta stop, because if these women, not all women cap, but I'm gonna say 75 to 80% cap, and that's a very high percentage. And I feel like that worse over the opinion. Women always cap. Niggas cap too, because the business that I run.
Nah, but you gotta know the percentage wise of women that cap way more than dudes.
Yeah, I deal with dudes when it comes to business, and them dudes be full of cap. They be, oh yeah, man, I'll meet you up there, do this and that. Don't even show up. So men cap too.
But we on the topic of women, and then I think you're talking about, say, cause we talk about this on a daily basis. We just decided to make a little. This wasn't even supposed to be like there was really no main topic of this podcast. We kind of just talking, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have anything planned, like I said in the beginning. So we just kind of talking our shit about what we usually talk about. We just recording it right now. But what he says, a lot of me and him have been through this multiple times. It's when we meet a female and we talk, we text and do all this other shit, and then we try to make some plans or try to go out and do something. Everything seems so good, and then the day of, cap.
Yep.
Just go on. I feel like you got it worse than me, because your ass be getting blocked.
Shit. I've been blocked, and the thing is, I'm not saying I don't do nothing wrong. I'm not saying I've never done anything wrong or make mistakes. Yeah, I have, but 89% of the time, when it comes to capping, bro, I'm not saying I did capped on like that, but it does happen from time to time. 90% of the time I did capped on, I do nothing wrong. I don't say nothing wrong. Like John's saying. It's like, and I know why they do this is because it makes them feel good, and it boosts their ego, and it makes them feel good that they didn't fuck with a dude. Maybe because they've been fucked with in the past, so they want to get somebody back. It's a reason behind everything. But what John is saying is that you can be talking to a girl, and a lot of times the girl be approaching you first. They'll pursue you first. A lot of times,
many times,
I say more than 50% of the time, the woman approaches me first, either in person on a date site. A lot of time date sites, say this and that. They like what they see, and then I like what I see. So we start talking and all that, and we do talking for FaceTime. We talk on FaceTime. We might even talk on the phone a couple of times. We text damn near every day, seeing each other pictures, whatever, this and that, and then we even agree to meeting up, and then so I follow through. Since we agreed on meeting up, she sounded like she was down to meet up. She's like, oh yeah. The day of, oh, I'm sorry. Like, they give you either a bullshit excuse, and it's always gonna come up with family or other, like the other girl recently I told you about. She was on, like, this girl, she met me off of Bumble, and she approached me first on there. It was a white girl. She seemed cool, but it's something seemed off about her, and I should have picked it up earlier, but I just went on with the flow, like whatever. I don't even care. And usually my girl instinct is on point majority of the time. So, long story short, like, she was like, I didn't text back fast enough. She one of them girls where I ain't text back fast enough. She'll kind of like hit me up talking about, oh, I guess you're not interested. I'm like, I got shit to do. What the hell? Like, I'm busy. But then she be taking forever to text back too, though. It's like, how you take forever to text back? But I don't say nothing though.
Yeah.
How you take forever to text back? Then I text back slow sometimes because I really do be busy or sleep, or whatever. You get mad, low key. Like, she'll act like she don't get mad, but she do anyway. So she wanted to FaceTime me. She was blowing my phone to her, so we don't FaceTime. So we don't hang out and see each other. So I'm like, all right, fine. She live in Tampa. I live in Orlando. So I'm like, when I'm about to go to Tampa to visit some family, we can link up. So will you be available on Saturday? She was like, or this weekend. She was like, yeah, I'll be available. I gotta go to some type of event, but after that I'll be free the whole weekend. I'm like, all right, cool. So that was 2 days prior to me hitting her up on Saturday. It was on Thursday. So I hit her up on Saturday. I was like, hey, you still such and such, follow up saying you still down to link up, or are you available at a certain time? I forgot what I said, but pretty much I set up something to meet up around, I think, 9 p.m., just some drinks or something like that, because we agreed on meeting up. She took forever to reply back. Something told me she was on cat. I already knew she was on cat. This I didn't know. I got cat radar, but I ain't care. I was like, whatever. So she hit me up like 7 hours later saying something. I won't be able to make it tonight, or I'm not available tonight. Something came up. Sorry. Like real short and like just like a real short response. No really type of explanation on why. Not saying that seeming like a long paragraph. At least let me know like something came up. But that's how I know if a girl really interested or she really not fucking with me, because she'd be like something truly came up, but maybe tomorrow or next week.
Yeah.
Playing something. You the girl said that means that something really did. Like, all right, well then I just let her hit me up. Then she ain't say none of that. So I was like, now all that work you done, you done blew my phone up by me not replying back fast enough. You talking about how this and that, you want to FaceTime. I FaceTime her too, everything. Literally the day of cap. And how I know she capped is I just know because either she was bullshit with me, or she the whole time, or another dude is randomly came up, which that does happen. Sometimes some women do. You could be talking to a girl for a month straight, and then literally like another dude will pop up, and they just hit your ass.
Yes,
that shit be happening too. I think that's what happened. So I just left her read, and I had on Snapchat. I did block. No, I ain't blocked. Delete her number on my phone and delete it on Snapchat. I said, I ain't got time for it. You ain't wasting my time. Even though it didn't bother me. I didn't care because but when we were talking, even like on FaceTime and all that, something would tell me she was phony. It's got a phony vibe about it. But I just went along with the flow. But like I said, I just hit her up. She would hit me up more than I was hitting her up. I was like, yeah, something off by this shit. So I said, I'm not surprised, but that just tells you, that just gives you an example of a cat situation I've been through. Like they'll lead you on. So even when a girl is doing well with a girl, you talk to a girl and is, conversation doing good. Fellas, man, look, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up.
Don't be surprised when you get your ass cat.
Don't get too excited. What I do is, cause it's crazy because women be like, oh well, I haven't had no girl tell me this, but women be saying be a man and make plans.
The fuck I do that. I do make plans.
And fucking flaked on. Now I'm saying not saying all girls like this. And it's like, you're not getting capped on, flaked on because you lame or because you this and that. It's the fact that they can do it. But then when a dude flaked on a girl and capped on a girl, she want to get on social media and tell me, oh, this nigga, he didn't flake on me, he ain't shit. They can't handle that. Or if you know a woman,
women got a hard Women got a hard time.
They cannot. Rejection. I've had girls literally double and triple message me because I've done that to them, and I did it. I didn't want to talk. I didn't feel like talking.
A girl blocked me because I ain't answer a phone call.
Well.
Man, I was just like, dog.
She blocked you for real?
She blocked me because I didn't answer her phone.
How you
call,
know you were busy? You were at work?
I was in the bathroom, but I had my phone in the study over there.
When was this?
It was like 3 weeks ago.
What girl was this?
It was a girl from school or something like that.
Wait. She called you one time?
Called me one time, bro. I don't know what she turned out to be local crazy and shit.
That I ain't never heard nothing like that before. You block somebody because.
But I guess she just really wanted to talk to my ass about some shit. Then you so busy, you ain't got no time for me. Block.
Oh well, what do you do for a living?
I think she was in school or something like that. But it don't matter. But it's crazy. Some women is just crazy. But some dudes are crazy too. Cause I gotta get on my guys too. I can't just all bash on the women. There's niggas out there that do weird shit too. Some niggas, you reject a dude, nigga, kill your ass.
I seen a video on YouTube a couple days ago, man. This one girl, this happened. I forgot what state it was. I couldn't help but laugh. Messed up. Apparently, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. This dude was trying to talk to this one lady, and she declined him. So he was talking about how he gonna spray up that whole hotel. Yeah. I'm just saying, bro. Hey, I hate to laugh and shit like that, bro. But that's the type of fucking.
Yeah, that whole lot.
Yep. And one random dude had to calm his ass down, dog. You feel me? But that's just. Hell, these dudes be crazy too, bro. Don't get me wrong. These dudes be crazy as hell. But we had to stay on top with women because a lot of the reason why we had to talk so much about women and capping and doing this and that because it's never talked about like it is with men. That's the main thing I have an issue with. It's always men that are being talked about and blamed, and especially in society and especially black men, but this men in general, especially black men in this country and society. And women rarely talked about the wrongs that they do compared to men.
That's what I'm saying. I want to have a bunch because I got 2 more of these mics, and I just want to get 2 other females up in here.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting, man. It might be some bowls thrown in here, boy. They might not like what I had to say. Hey, I keep it real.
I'm gonna tell them before. I'm gonna tell them the intro. Listen, you cannot get mad if you catch some feelings. Go take a break.
That's the thing. Like, women and men. Like, I feel like women can't handle some of the shit that men can handle as far as like being told to them.
I feel like we take on a lot. Like we.
That's what I'm saying. We
like if I talk about my emotions to a female, I'm considered weak to some females.
Yeah,
you considered you supposed to have your shit together, nigga. I'm human, bro. I go through shit at work, then I gotta come home listen about your day, and then I got some other shit. Probably family member hit me up about some bullshit. So it's just like, when the fuck do I ever get a break? I gotta hold all of that and be this strong iron boss. Like, bro, I get it. I do my part in holding my end of the bargain, but you got to give me some breathing room. I can't always like be mentally stable when I'm going through. Because listen, a lot of men go through toxic shit, and women just don't understand that.
That's not talked about like that.
And we cannot talk about it or express ourselves because we trying to be so strong for everybody else. We got to take care of our kids, the woman, the bills, the house, everything, but we slip up one time and talk. We're like, man, I'm stressed. I gotta go see a therapist. Or, baby, can I just talk to you? Let me express how I feel. Oh, stop being a pussy. Shut the fuck up, be a man. Like, that's when you catch a blow.
And then when a dude break up with her, then she be playing victim.
Yep.
Act like she do nothing wrong. That's why, like, I've talked to a lot of women in the past, like.
And these are stuff I've heard from women themselves.
Yeah,
I'm not just saying.
I've talked to women and they'll rant to me. We came cool, but they'll rant to me about how like these dudes, this and that. And in the back of my head, I'm like, I don't believe a lot of this shit you saying because I feel like you fabricating a lot of this shit. And it go both ways. Men do it too. But women are the main ones that be the instigators in relationship, and they run their mouth. And the problem is their mouth get them in trouble. And on top of their emotions, when your emotions are all at the all-time high, your mouth start running because women are naturally emotional, a lot more emotional than men.
Let me tell you, a woman can make a man do some evil things.
That's what I'm saying.
Because especially if they really close, she knows certain stuff that get to him. So if you're like, oh, that's why blase, pow, and then be crying and say that she ain't do nothing wrong. Yep. So that's why I just stay to myself, man. Like, I don't got time for no toxic woman. I don't got time. Didn't see no mothers, but I don't got time. Don't see no mom. I don't want to deal with don't see no mom because it's not the fact that. Well, actually, I don't be real. I don't have kids of my own, so I can definitely say that. So I don't have children of my own. I don't want to deal with nobody else's child, especially. And it's not even that. It's just also you got to deal with possibility of dealing with baby daddy. Yeah. I don't want to deal with that shit. I got a couple single moms that I'm cordial with, that I'm cool with, that I'm cool with. We cool. I even hang out with them friends, but as far as dating now, I'm good. When I was younger, me in my earlier 20s, even mid earlier 20s, I was more accepting to dating a single mom. Yeah.
I even talked to one. We didn't really date, but we talked for a while. But I was a while back. But now that I'm almost 30s, man, shit, because women sure have their standards. They be like, oh, I don't want no nigga with kids, and they be having kids. So I have the right to say that, and that's facts. They got 2 or 3 kids, and you know why they said they don't want to deal with the baby mama. Well, guess what? I don't want to deal with.
Why the fuck you think we want to deal with that toxic?
But see, a lot of women get offended when a man says that. Oh, well, you just ain't no real man. I'm a real man. I'm gonna take care of kids that are mine. 100% my DNA. I'm
take care of my seed.
Yeah. I mean, now there's dudes out here that be stepdaddies. Now,
shout out to all the stepdads, man, because Some kids.
I respect that, but it's not. I respect them not talking down on them, but at the same time, that's not me. I'm just being real. That's not.
Yeah,
my
but
style.
I just wanted to give a shout out to all the stepdads out there, because sometimes like when a kid get older, even though that's not really their dad, everything that they learned, it was from him. So that's basically like their dad in a way, because he ain't nutted them out, but he taught them everything. Basically, was always around, married to mom and stuff. So, like I said, the stepfather, always not a bad thing. It's just when it comes to certain, it's not for certain people. And then when you're in a toxic ass relationship, because especially if the baby daddy's still involved, and then he come back, oh, what you doing over here, and all this other, like that's the part where it get a little tricky when it's getting crazy.
When you dating women, you still gotta be careful of their ex sometimes. Even with a woman with no kids.
Fucking peeping Tom in the corner waiting to snipe your ass as soon as you come outside.
Yep. Snap your ass about a half mile away with that red bean right in the back of your head. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's real out here, man. I'm saying it's cutthroat out here. The dating game is cutthroat. When we were young kids and teenagers, we didn't really realize it. Well, I peeped dating early. I kind of knew, but not like how I know now. Yeah. Some people, even to this day, people in our age and older are still clueless. And that's, man, they don't did finesse and play. They don't did play, because let me tell you this, man. I keep repeating myself, but I'm gonna say it again. Well, not even the accountability part, but the other thing I'm gonna say is the faults and the things and faults that women do are never talked about like how men are talked about.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I push this topic so hard, because it's like it's not equal. And then when you talk about it to a woman, like we had two women here right now, I guarantee they don't be.
Oh, somebody would have got mad.
They don't get mad.
Somebody would have got mad.
It's the truth, and I'm gonna tell them. I'm looking dead in the eye and tell them the truth, because they can tell us stuff that how they feel, and they expect us to sit back. But as soon as you tell them it's the truth, they get mad. And I understand why that is. It's because of how emotional women are. Women, I'm gonna keep it real. Not all, but a lot of women are not only emotional creatures, but insecure more so than men. So, or a lot of insecure.
I think
men.
every woman is insecure about something.
There's a lot of insecure men too, but women show the insecurities more than men do. I should say that.
Yeah.
So, because a lot of men are insecure, they don't really say show. So women that are insecure, they put on a hide behind put on a shield, and that's why there's so much capping going on and so much flaking and so much time being wasted. But then yet they say that the man is a fuck boy and wasting their time, but they doing the same fuck boy shit that supposedly we do, but then they say we the ones. The reason why they doing that is because deep down, a lot of them are insecure about something, so they have to do that fuckery shit to get back at a dude to make them feel better. And it goes back to previous experiences, as even trauma, as maybe they were a lot younger than their first love or whatever, and they got fucked over, so now they want to get back as many dudes as possible.
I really want to get down to the bottom. That's what I'm saying. I gotta find some females, bro. I don't know if I can set this, because I got these are long cords. I got the shorter cords. You can do the podcast in the whip, but if I ever find two females or something down, I really want to get down to the bottom of why certain females be doing this and everything, because it is fucked up. Like the worst.
You get girl from Polk County. You know what I'm talking about?
Who? She gonna be on here soon. She gonna be
on there. Get her on smooth on them.
Yeah, she gonna be on there.
Put on a show for us, man. I tell you know what I'm talking about.
Man, listen. Mm-hmm. But what do you think? What do you think is the most fucked up thing? I think the most fucked up thing a woman can do, especially when it comes to cheating, is like either fuck somebody that they know that they possibly cool with, and then send it in the video. I done seen that happen in person. Like a girl getting her, like nigga girlfriend getting her shit clapped to the ceiling, and all you see is her face and talking about all like that, and then the dude just like, yeah, nigga, I'm fucking your bitch. I'm like, bro.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And she agreeing with like, yeah, you couldn't do this, so I had him do it. I'm like, that's gonna drive a man crazy. That's the only thing that drive a man.
That man do 100-year bid in prison.
Yep.
100 years, man. Kill her and the dude.
Yeah, the dude
and the dog too.
And the dog too. Don't give a damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's a lot of. We definitely got to get a couple girls in here, man. We have 4 deep out here, man. It's just talk. We gotta let them know, but like, hey, you can't get offended by the truth. Now, let them talk too. I'm curious about what they want to hear.
Yeah, because a lot of women listen. Like some people may think that we're just talking like putting women down. Listen, there's a lot of things women go through that I will never understand as a man.
Right.
And you definitely have that right to feel a certain type of way about things. It's just certain things that you can't foresee or that you probably know you just don't want to be held accountable for.
Right. Exactly.
That's what we're just mainly trying to get
we're not putting down women at all. That's why when I'm talking about this on this whole podcast, I'm saying not all women. I have to make sure I say that because like it really isn't all women. Maybe sometimes it may feel like it, but it really isn't. It just I don't be real, but a majority, I would say 60-70%, which is anything over 50% is a lot, and it's gotten worse. And even some women can agree with, even though a lot of women probably don't want to. They won't admit that they'll disagree, but they won't admit to agree either. But then you got women out here that actually will admit that they will agree with us what we're saying, because what we're saying, me and John talking about, is it's not something we're making up. It's actually things that we've experienced and gone through, seen or gone through. Like the woman I just told you about that capped on me 2 weeks ago. Even though we were like talking and FaceTime and all that, and the day came and she gave me some bullshit excuse, that's real. And like technically she still wasted my time, because even though it's not like I met up with her and I got tapped on when I met her there and she didn't show up. It's not that. I've really been pissed off. It was the fact that she wasted my time, where I took my time out, little things. I took my time out to go, FaceTime her or text her and reply back. That's still time. And it's still time and trip. It's still time and energy where I went up my way to say, we should meet up, this and that. Because like I said,
hey, bro, we done took some road trips.
Time is money, man.
Dude, we done took some road trips trying to chill some females, dog.
I took about 2-3 hour trips.
And that's, listen, if I've never taken a 2-3 hour trip, but I'm taking like hour and a half. Like I went to Tampa. Tampa's about like 2 hours flat. I mean, hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on how you drive from Orlando. If I drive that long, anything more than 30 minutes, if I drive that long and you want to cap on me, then that just tells me you wasn't even interested. I
had a girl almost do that, and I had to tell her, she capping my ass. I drove an hour and a half, come stay out in the country, man. And she was like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to do this anymore." I was like, "You better not cap me. I ain't drove out." Shit, she ain't capped though. I said, "Okay, I won't." I had to
threaten her life. That's why.
Man, I mean, drive 70-80 miles. I mean, I did have to do, man, but still, don't you dare cap on me. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. I don't know if I feel comfortable anymore. What the fuck, bitch? You don't want to damn your address. You told me to pull up on you. How you don't cap on me when you told me you need to pull up on you?
That's the shit I be hating.
That's what I'm talking about. Weird shit, bro. It's just a little frustrating when you in that situation though. When you in that situation, it's like, damn, you wasting my time. Like, don't leave me on. That's why sometimes, like, even with going good, you still have to have like you gotta be prepared. You be like, you just gotta automatically assume she don't cap. If you automatically assume she don't cap, then she may not even.
If
cap.
You don't put your heart and everything into it, then that lets the thing.
If she not making, I'm gonna tell the model, she ain't making plans to send the address. I ain't gonna waste my time, because I hate to be that harsh, but it's just all the time I wasted. It is like a lot of women be saying, "Oh well, be a man, make plans." You have 50 dudes making plans with you. You don't choose at least one or two dudes. Yeah. So you just saying that because you want, because that's validation. It's a
because
women got a lot of dudes. Oh, she said, I still got it. She don't lead you on, and then
until she hit the wall. And she
even though we be capping still.
But I'm saying, like, when a girl like you said, hit the wall, man.
Be in your inbox.
Yeah,
because
that's the thing. That's one thing I hate. It's like, say if I blew up, I had millions of followers, I got $1 million.
Yeah,
man, the amount of bitches that would just randomly say, "Damn, I always thought you was fine." Even people from high school, middle school,
red.
Well, I might take advantage of one. Cause depending on how she look, if she was bad as fuck, I'm
pump and dump.
Yeah, it's just gonna be something light, and then
Yeah.
pull you back to the streets and all the other shit. Now, I don't know, I sound like an asshole, but y'all niggas know y'all be doing that
you
shit.
gotta be like that. You women out here savages, man.
Yeah.
A lot of you women out here don't give a fuck about no nigga. So,
but my thing is
You know what I'm saying?
the last minute touch up to go ahead and end this thing because we are I'm going a little bit over time right now. One thing I just don't like is the fact that to keep a female interested or to keep a relationship interesting, we have to play mind games. Like I'm tired of having to play a mind game with texting, like text you, then not text you, and then just basically play with your fucking head to make you actually like me. Even if you do like me, to keep you interested enough.
I put it this way,
talking.
man. Like I said, I'm glad that all the cap and the fucked up shit girls have done to me.
I be myself. I'm not saying I am myself, but it's just a way you gotta like. And guys know this. When you talk to a girl, you just talk to her regular. If your shit getting boring, she gonna go on to the next 100 dudes that's in her inbox.
Sometimes they come back because
they gonna come back.
The reason why some girls come back when they realize, like, especially if you a good dude and you got your shit together, you chill. Yeah. You not about no BS. You not in all into no violence or nothing like that. You not getting into no dumb shit. You just being yourself, hitting the gym, getting this money. My fault. To see a lot of women. Not all, but a lot of them, they, like you said, they want a dude with some thrill, bad boy thrill. That shit get old fast. So, and the dudes
some people don't ever grow out of it.
Oh yeah, I know some don't.
I know people in 40s.
Yep, the dudes that aren't into that, they're not lame, but to some women they are.
Yeah,
but
you say it.
But how society judges them and views them, they're not lame. Because there are some lame people out here, but they're not lame. So when they hit the wall, guess what? They don't come back. Hey, what's been going on?
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, I thought you didn't want to fuck me like that. She got 4 kids. She ain't damn about 900 pounds. I can't,
like, listen.
She got her faced out bumps on and all that stuff.
If she gonna come back with some extreme baggage and especially like you down. If I got with you now, it'll be like a downgrade, and I can't fuck with you because if you fuck with me because I got some type of status or because if you fuck with me any other way besides
status, bro. Status, women love status, bro.
If a female fucks with me for any other reason, me being myself and just me being John, then I can't fuck with you because then I know you're not being authentic. I know this is just some bullshit, and I'm not here for the bullshit. I'm here for the real shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I done the bullshit. I'm still young. I'm in my mid 20s, 24, 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I can still play the game, and people kind of look at me like, bro, you should be living your life. Like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to do, but so far as just like playing games, like I'm tired of that shit. I didn't start hanging out with people my age until like high school. I've always hung out with my brother, which is 4 years older than me. He's around Nick's age or something like that. Yeah. So I always was around the high school crowd and middle school, and I got to see a lot of shit earlier than like my classmates and everything. So it's just like I'm done with that bullshit. I'm done with all that extreme
bull
rah rah shit.
This whole world of game, bro. This whole world of game. It's not even just with dating things. It's a whole world of game. But
yeah,
the thing with a lot of women too is compared to men. See, us men, well, some men. I won't say all men. Some men can't handle it, but I know me and you, a lot of men. We can ride solo, like especially me. I can ride.
No problem sitting. I
can ride solo, man. I don't care about getting married. I love kids, but I don't want to have no kids right now. I don't even want a relationship right now because I don't want to deal with the headache in the games because it's just too much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, on that note, I would like to have a wife and a family and all this stuff, but I'm not gonna rush nothing. I'm not one of those dudes that's actively out here, like. I ain't gonna say the name, but home talking to every goddamn female in the universe.
Yeah. 10, 20 numbers. Yeah.
10, 20, 30 numbers. I'm gonna get 2 or 3 responses, bro.
Like, cap shit, dog. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like the thing with women, like I said, women are so emotional. You notice how like the older women get, if they're single, and they keep playing them stupid ass games, the more lonely they get and more desperate they get.
Oh yeah,
so
everyone gonna hit that.
That's why you see so many older women with brothers our age or even younger, because they want to. I'm talking about 40s and 50s, because they not old enough to be their mother, because they want to live their youth. And it's like,
well, it's not even that. I feel like it's just the energy. Like they, like, you know,
part of it is they want to live their youth too, and also they
true.
see women. I'm trying to get to the top. Women cannot. A lot of women cannot be alone like how men can. They literally have to have male attention constantly, bro. That's also another thing. I know we're gonna wrap it up, but I forgot to mention.
But that's about like you said,
the male attention, validation,
and that also leads to what we're talking about when it says equality. Men and women are not equal. Men understand that. For some reason, some women can't.
That's why a lot of women try to control, take over a man.
Yeah,
because it makes them have that power, makes them feel like they're in that power chair of a man. That's why you have so many women that I've had women that try to talk to me, and they try to talk down to me, and I didn't ask for 30 minutes straight. And guess what? They don't try that shit again. It's out of respect. See, a lot of women, they automatically look. You can still look like you a presentable dude, nice looking. You still look presentable, nice looking, and all that. But just the fact that you a man, they'll still look at you as less, because it doesn't make sense. But it's the fact that, all right, well, in their mind, I'm a woman and I'm strong, alpha female. You a man, but I'm gonna see if I can manipulate you and try to control you and turn you out and make you the woman and make myself the man. That's a woman dream. A lot of women have a dream of controlling a man. That's a woman dream if you let them. And if you don't let them, you put your foot down, they can cuss you out, say all the shit they want. But at the end of the day, they don't respect you more.
Yeah, guys, listen, fellas, always demand your respect.
Don't let nobody, don't let no nigga, especially no nigga, but female too. Don't let nobody talk no type of way. I've had girls try me. It's been a while. I've had girls try to come at me sideways. I called her ass out. I told her, I was like, I don't play them games. I don't play that type of shit. You know, you need to watch who you talking to. I don't care who you are, this and that. She ain't try to shoot me again, because she was trying to see if I was weak, because women talking about they don't want a weak man, but it's crazy because they actually love weak men. You know why? At the same time, because weak men will literally get on their knees and do anything that they're told to do, and then the woman can lie and be like, "Oh yeah, this is my boyfriend. He's so loyal, this and that."
Ain't your boyfriend? That's your bitch.
And she don't run her back blown out by the Pootie and Ray Rays.
Yep.
or the Pablos and the Pablo and Juans.
Mm-hmm.
Or even the Chad and the Michaels.
Yep.
You feel me? But when I speak all this shit I'm speaking, I speak facts, man. I'm the type of dude I speak.
I know a girl personally,
facts,
bro.
Man.
I don't know. I don't think you met her, but
yeah,
her boyfriend, that's a real ass nigga, right? Her current boyfriend right now is a real ass nigga, but all her previous relationships, she dated bitch ass niggas, bro,
on purpose.
I don't know if it's
no,
probably it was on purpose. Yeah, probably
they do it on purpose because they know. But see, women, a lot of women,
like she's like tomboyish type.
Yeah,
but I was like, you really the man in a relationship? Because let me give a little quick story, man. Because I'm trying to go eat, bro.
Yeah, we wrap it. Yeah, we wrap it up, bro.
Her last boyfriend, I guess he didn't like me for whatever. I literally never met this dude a day in my life. I did nothing because I'm like the coolest nigga ever, bro. I'm chill. I love comedy, making people laugh. I just chill. I ain't all into that action shit. But listen, the dude just kept ignoring me or like running away, and I'm trying to talk to him, bro. She had to chase this nigga around the neighborhood trying to catch him just because I was there. And so I was just trying to get to know dude and get down to the problem. But at my fault, I should have just left it alone and let that nigga feel what he feel, because I know I ain't do nothing wrong. But I did an asshole move, bro, because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, bro, what's your problem? Come talk to me. What the fuck going on? I ain't do nothing to you. And he just like, oh, I gotta go run track. And he just run track. It gets 1-2 o'clock in the morning. School not even in session right now. I graduated. And so he ran off and left his shoes behind, because that's how fast he took off. So my little petty ass, I don't know why, I just took his shoes, threw them bitches in the lake. And so girl's sister and her boyfriend, they just on the sidewalk dying laughing like, John, what the fuck wrong? You really took this nigga's shoes and threw him in the left. I'm like, yeah, man, fuck that nigga shit. I ain't do nothing wrong. You gotta act like I'm an asshole. I ain't do that. I should have done that. Cause you know that nigga shit, he came back later looking for him. They was like, well,
Dab that late head first, man. Buy them shoes, man.
Yep, bro. I was just like, man, listen, that was my fault, but I mean, people that meet me in person, you have no reason to dislike me. I feel like I'm not the type of person that is to be disliked at first. Like, if you don't like me, that's cool. Like, I ain't got no.
Some people don't. Some people will find any reason not to like you.
Yeah, like I have no animosity. I'm not the type of person that needs to be liked.
Yeah, and a lot of people that do that, because I'm the same. You know me.
Yeah,
you know me for like everybody tell me I'm cool as hell. I'm the type of dude. I'm cool as hell, but at the same time, I don't put up no shit. But despite that, like I'm cool. I got that from my mama. I'm cool. I'm laid back. I'm down to earth. But I draw off respect and vibe. Like, you come at me respect, you don't get the same respect, if not more. If you come at me sideways, you don't see another side of me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how everybody should be, but unfortunately not everybody like that. Yeah. So, you know, I'm a very likable person. You know, as long as the vibe is right and the vibe ain't off or the vibe is not sketchy, if it's a good vibe and I can tell the person genuine, I'm all about that. If I tell you genuine and the vibe is right, man, I'm the coolest nigga you ever meet.
And it takes a lot. A lot of people, I feel like I've been fallen victim to this, like trusting people and thinking that they got naturally good energy, but turn out to be fake as hell. That's one thing I had to learn.
Put on the front.
Yeah, just put on the front. Like, you, like when you first meet a person, a lot of people are so quick. Even I'm a victim of this. Quick to call them their friend and all, their homie and everything. When you first meet a person, just say like, yo, this. Say if I meet Brad, yo, that's Brad. I just met him. Don't call him the homie. Don't call him friend. And I just say, yo, this Brad. Watch how they move over time. I feel like it takes a long time to develop.
It takes time.
A genuine friendship.
Yeah.
Because everyone got their true colors of when shit get real, when a nigga down bad and needs some confidence boosting, or you know he about to get his ass whooped or something. Like, listen, like say if my nigga about to get jumped or some shit, I'm gonna be mad at your ass, because especially if you started that shit when I told you fucking time after time to stop talking and just chill out, and you did that shit. Now you putting my life at risk, because niggas shoot nowadays. Niggas don't really throw hands. Niggas just blast your ass off, keep moving.
Yep.
Especially down in Orlando, man. It's been so many shootouts lately. It's crazy. But
Orlando hot, man.
Just watch how the people that you meet move, and then just don't go into it with the mindset of, oh, I'm gonna keep an eye on this nigga at all. Don't do that. Just always have that side profile, be like, yeah, you know, I'm chilling, I'm watching, but you know, we cool. But just always watch.
Keep it cordial.
Yeah, keep it cordial.
You keep it cordial with both men and women, man. You go a long way. You go a long way. You be better off, man, because you don't have to worry about being you still gotta be on guard, but you don't have to worry about being on guard, because you're like, you keep them on an arm's length anyway. When you consider everybody your friend like that, if you have a good gut instinct like myself, because I have a crazy instinct a lot of times, you deep down feel like something's off, but you still call me a homeboy, even though deep down you think that he talking shit about you or she, or you feel like they doing something behind your back. But it's like, I wouldn't say being desperate for friends. You know, some people are desperate for friends, but yeah, like, bro, at the same time, I never been that tight. But some people are desperate for friends, dog. Like, they consider they got like, anytime you talk to somebody that, I got like 30, 40 homeboys, man. I don't even. It's
you ain't really
man.
got no 30, 40.
They ain't your friend, man, dog. Man. Like with me right now, dog. You, John, Josh, your brother. I got about 2 or 3 other homeboys that I consider my close homeboys. So in total, I probably got like 5 or 6 homeboys that I consider my real friends. And these people I didn't meet yesterday. I met them.
Yeah, we were
like
cool
10
like 10 years.
10 to 20 years. Like, I've been knowing you and your brother for literally about a decade, now about 10 years.
Yeah.
Denzel, I've been knowing him about 18 years. well, Omar, I've been knowing him about 2011, about 10. I got a boy Stanley, about 10. So a lot of people I've been, and we don't talk some of my friends I talk to them every few months.
A lot of people been thinking like y'all not friends, because a lot of people thinking they friends is not cool with them no more because they don't talk. Listen, life gonna happen. Life gonna happen. Sometimes you're not always gonna be able to get to the phone or something, but once every month or maybe once out of a week, you call your homie, homegirl, just check in and everything. But man, shoot, that's gonna do it for the end of the podcast for today, man. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm hungry as hell. I gotta go eat something, man. But if y'all enjoyed this podcast, man, make sure to go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, find this podcast for the audio version. People that can't find me on YouTube for whatever reason, you guys can check me out on Spotify, Apple Music, and I just had tried to submit this podcast so it'll get put on iHeartRadio and Pandora. So stay on the lookout for that, man. But I appreciate my guest Nick for being on today. Mm-hmm. And see you guys in the next podcast. I'm out.
It's already up right now? It's already up right now? Oh, yeah, upload it.